everybody, and welcome. Today we are going to learn a few basic commands. I'm really going to go over variables first because this is an extremely important thing. And then we're going to go over objects and all that stuff later. But we're going to start with the most simple thing, a variable. Now, if you guys don't know what a variable is, it's essentially a letter or a word in programming. It can be a word in programming. Basically, like, it's a placeholder for a number, but in programming it could also be a true or false value, a string, and a string is basically just like a word. So I'm going to show you how to create each type of variable and maybe even some basics on a little bit more on each one. So let's start by creating an integer or a number. So we have a number called, we have x, and x is equal to 500. And yeah, that is how you create a very basic variable. However, if you only want this variable specific to this, like, enclosed function, it's going to be local. And you're going to understand what I mean by that later, but for now, just remember local will be important later. It'll be important if we create an if statement, which I'm going to go, in this tutorial, I'm going to try to do a little bit of, more advanced stuff, and, yeah. So if, y equals false, if y equals true, then, and we could also have an x right here, print x, and then we can print y. And I'm going to go over every single little thing. This is just a statement testing if y is true. If we set it to true, obviously it'll be true, but if it's false, then it won't go through. So if y is true, then it'll print 500, but it'll also print both x. So if we run this game, it obviously will work. Well, not obviously. Where's output? Output. What the? What? What? Oh, I was printing y. So there's two different x. See, the one right here is a different x. But if you put that local right here, then it's gonna make it just inside this enclosing thing. It'll be x. So that's what I mean by that. But that is a little bit advanced for now. We're gonna get into that stuff more later. So let's add some variables. So there's x and y. So let's print x plus y. And basically what that will do is, when you print something, it'll go to the console right here, or output, not the console. This output window is everything that prints out. So you could print out x plus y, and it would obviously be 11 because 5 plus 6 is 11. Now you don't have to add variables. You could add other things, and you could subtract, multiply. See, this is subtracting, this is multiplication, this is division, and you can even do more advanced stuff like exponents, and you can even take the sign of a number, and get the cosine. You can do some advanced math, somewhat advanced math with variables. You could use a variable and add it by a non-variable, etc., etc. So yeah, it's pretty simple, really. Let's keep going. So x is 5, y is 6, and z is a number. Hello. So you might be wondering, why do we, wait, no, we should actually go over this. So why is 7 gonna be, letters? Well, I'm gonna go over that. So, but first of all, you guys might have a question, why is this thing here? Well, that forces it to be like a string, or a word. But you can convert that word into numbers, if you want. And there's a really easy way to do that. So, just do, w equals z plus 0. Should work, or you could do something different, and then we could just print w. Oh god, I did not mean to start a server. I hate it when I do that. I accidentally started a server. Damn it. Dom server. Sorry. I know that was a bit weird, but whatever. It'll print 7 as if it was a number. So, and you could also just do 2 number z. That would also work. So yeah, and we could add all of those. W equals 2 number 7. And then you could print x plus w, which would print 12. Alright, so I'm going to go over booleans, and you guys understood it probably a little bit, but a boolean is basically a true or false value. So t equals false, and w equals true, and word equals false. I don't know. These are really going to be used more for if statements and stuff, but you could print out a boolean. So if we printed out t, it would print false. If we printed out w, it would print true. If we printed out word, it would print false. See? False, true, false. Yeah. So that's really the basics. I hope I went over printing and variables, and maybe even a bit of the basic of an if statement. Next episode, we are going to be going over, a little bit of the object side of things, and then we're going to go over if statements and all that other stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next video.